a spirit in the air because this rally is unofficial and wasn't even supposed to happen. But as I look down the street, there's thousands of riders, and they're all wearing helmets. There's only one man who's not. I first heard about Richard Quigley through my dad. My dad told me that there's this wild Harley rider who lives out in Appellate, California, and that he refuses to wear a helmet even when he rides his motorcycle. In 1993, California passed a law that required all motorcycle riders to wear approved helmets. Quigley has been on an almost single-handed quest to overturn that law for the last 16 years. So where'd this start for you? This started, how long have you been riding motorcycles?
Oh, since I was 12 years old. Well, two wheels since I was 12 years old. First time I ever did two wheels, it was that rush, you know, that freedom. Riding gives you a sense of freedom that you can't get any other way.
So how does the helmet law impose on your freedom? What does it do to your freedom, to you?
Well, if I were to abide by it.
Quigley believes that it's his right to decide whether or not to wear a helmet. For him, it was about personal freedom. We decided to talk to a highway patrol officer to get his opinion about the helmet law. Where in the case of the helmet law, where do individual rights end and where do state rights begin? What's that line there?
You know, I am not sure as to how the legislation passed, but once a law goes into effect, we strictly enforce it. So you have a right up until it has become a law.
Quigley's been detained 300 to 400 times for riding without a helmet. He's only received 33 tickets, and he's never even paid a single one. He's only been arrested once.
I've only been arrested once over the helmet issue. Okay. Yeah. I've only been arrested once over the helmet. By the way, I know that my appearance belies the contention, but it's a fact. The longest time I ever spent in jail all in one stretch was 9 hours.
Turns out that underneath that gruff exterior, there's a sharp legal mind at work.
Essentially what I learned was that the government cannot make any objective standard for helmets without taking on liability, and since they're expressly forbidden from taking on any liability, they can never make an objective standard for helmets. There it is. Without an objective standard, it all becomes ad hoc and arbitrary. Ad hoc and arbitrary is the foundation of vague law. Vague law is unconstitutional. So I signed on to that train, and that's the one that I've been riding ever since.
But my producer, Christoph, himself a motorcyclist, wasn't convinced of the merits of Quigley's arguments.
So, I still don't get, why not just wear a helmet?
Man, aren't you glad I have this sensor machine that goes on in my head? The first thing that occurred to me to say is, why not just blow me? But it's because you know, fundamentally the answer would be the same from the onset. Why would I? What reason would I? If I thought that it would protect me in any meaningful way, then I would have made the decision to wear them a long time ago.
1 week later, my producer Christoph crashed his motorcycle. He was wearing a helmet.
Oh man, I was just coming off the highway and was on the ramp that gets right off the highway and hit an oil slick and went right down, slid right into the railing, went right onto the pavement, and thank God I was wearing a helmet. I think everyone should wear a helmet, because you just never know when you're going to go down. You can be an experienced rider and you can, you know, something that's out of your control can just put you on the ground.
In addition to fighting the helmet law, it turns out that Quigley is fighting another battle as well. So, Quigley, tell me about your health. Tell me what's going on.
Oh, I got lymphoma.
You got what?
Lymphoma. Cancer. The big C, you know. And I guess it's when your immune system, you know, you get tumors where your lymph nodes used to be in, and they grow, and your immune system shuts down, and then you die. But there is a certain liberation that comes with knowing that you're done. You know, they just can't do nothing to me. So, that's the fun part. So my fight with them now is not to free me, to free you. Not to free you to ride without a helmet, but to free you to make up your own goddamn mind about what you want to do. Because that's what's right.